Hey guys, what is up? Sloppy here, playing some more Creativerse on the Project Singularity Creativerse server. We're over here, whatever the heck this is. We have two of these domes. You know what we need? More of them. You know what we're going to do today? Probably not that. I want to get some of these hallways finished. We might start work on the other one, but we have two hallways. We have this one here and the one leading out of the Arctic that need to be, you know what? Decorated up, do a little dance, whatever. And that's what I'd like to focus on today. This one I've been slowly working on. I got the glass thing, which I really like. I think I kind of want to leave it as dirt, kind of get that really cool vibe in here. But we're going to have it decorated on either side. Weird. Weird lighting glitch. Yeah, so I'm going to get it decorated up. I'm sort of placing lanterns. It goes all the way over here and then up. And yeah, so this is going to be the next dome, which I could probably finish up the glass and maybe we'll figure it out. I still don't know what biome specifically I want over here. I'm thinking maybe jungle. Thought it might be really cool because the jungles are kind of dark, right? Because they have canopies and whatnot. I thought it might be kind of cool because this is so shaded with trees. It might be cool to have a jungle here. And then you kind of get this vibe of almost a jungly feel with, these massive canopies over your head. And it would kind of, I think, make the vibe down here a lot cooler. We can build, with the bungalow, was it called? We built something not too long ago in the jungle. I think it was with the bungalow blocks. I believe that's what they called. I just don't want to get the name wrong. Yeah, bungalow blocks. And so I think this is going to be jungle. I said it was undetermined, but now I'm kind of deciding. I just think the canopy vibe will give this a really cool jungle effect. We're going to make the pathway out of here. Go out there and over and kind of back that direction. But we're not going to worry about that right now. What I want to do first is get these hallways done up a bit. Obviously, with hallways this size, I want to do something simple because this one especially is quite long. So I want to do something rather simple and easy so I don't, have to spend too much time on them. But I also want them to be exciting in their own right. So that's what we're going to try and figure out today, at least for the first part of this video. But I guess first thing I'll do, I want to get the lights down in the other hallway. That'll be really quick. And then I think I'm going to work on this one because I have kind of a cool idea. And we're going to try it out and see how it goes. Well, I guess the first little bit of work has been done. I had to go collect some materials and whatnot. But in this hallway, we're going to do these sort of bigger exhibits. So we were talking about displaying blocks and whatnot. A few episodes ago when we designed this first hallway, we talked about having little exhibits in the hallways to keep them interesting. So we're going to showcase some blocks. We got all the concrete colors in here. There's all kinds of really cool blocks, so I kind of want them on display. Also, I unlock a lot of the blocks, and I'm like, oh, that looks really cool. There's a lot of blocks I have no idea even exist, so that's really neat. But in here, we've got, this long stretch of caves, so I thought it might be kind of cool to showcase the different layers. Now, I only have 3. I kind of only had room for 3 unless I want to make these significantly smaller, which I don't. So with only 3, I'm thinking lava corruption, of course, and then probably the stalactite layer. Because this layer here, this grassland, well, we have lava, stalactite, fossil, and stalactite and fossil I think are the same. The layer right underneath grassland isn't very interesting. So basically lava corruption are going to be interesting. The other one, like the fossil layer, probably isn't super exciting either. I feel like I'm forgetting a layer, but I can't remember what. Either way, basically that's what these are going to be. We're going to put glass in front like this, and then they're going to be behind. And it's going to be like, sort of like a, I guess, similar idea to this, where it's kind of a mini representation of what it is, which I think will be really neat. And that's what I'm going to get going with. I think first I'm going to decorate the exterior of the hallway, get all this done, and then, you know what, then we'll dig into these little mini things. So let me place some blocks, that sort of thing. We'll figure it out. All right, let's see what we got done here. So I'm leaving this open so I can get in and out. But this is basically the vibe we're going for. I added this adobe wall, more or less for structure. I want to keep the stone so you kind of have that underground feel. There's no real point in building it in a cave unless, you keep some of that. It's also a lot easier for me. But I added this just to give it a little bit of structure so, it's kind of... I did this up the wall. I don't particularly like it, but, it is what it is. We got... I think on my, well, no, that's probably okay. We got glass, on the sides, little windows, and then you step into this. But that's pretty much what we got going in here. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. These are what's going to be the big attention. That's another reason I don't want to do too much is, you know, these are going to be kind of attention grabby, so we don't really need that much over here. When I got all kinds of materials, I'm going to do stalactite layer. Stalactite and fossil are different layers. There's the fossil layer, then the stalactite layer, then the lava layer, then the corruption layer. So we're going to put lava here, stalactite here. We're going to leave the fossil layer out of it. You know, I mean, it's like, what, 4 blocks away from where we are anyway, so just dig down if you're curious. Corruption here, and yeah, so I'm just going to get on with it. I don't think they're going to be super interesting. It's basically a 3x5 area, and then we'll do the walls. So not huge. We might put monsters in them. It would be kind of cool to get a thing in here, like just have a... I don't even know if you can tame them. I have a ton of stun bombs, so we'll probably grab a corruption creature for here. We could put a warm worm, I guess. Actually, you know what? If I put the lava down, it might spawn anyway. But yeah, we're going to have glass here and then, you know, a little sign. So it'll be kind of cool. I'm thinking I might even leave them dark. If I take this out, they're pretty dark. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure about that plan. I think these will be kind of a cool little thing for this hallway. So I'm just going to build them because I would like to get the other hallway done too. So yeah, I'm going to build these. We'll take a look at them. I think they'll be kind of neat. All right, as we stand in the nighttime with the 2 moons and the beautiful canyon, we're going to go in here. There's the stalactite, which I'm really happy with. I think this looks good. Here's the lava one, which again, I'm quite happy with. I think it actually does resemble it pretty well. Only thing is, without the light... without the light, though, it just like kind of... The lava I find glows, so I don't much care for it here. It's mostly the corruption where I think the light, without the light, might be kind of neat. They do kind of feel very much like museum exhibits. Like behind the glass, they're kind of a small representation. I'm like, it's kind of a cool thing. Here's the corruption, which I'm not particularly happy with because it's like you never see this texture, right? Broke my mining cell. Oh, I can't get anything now. Oh, I can pick up the light. That's kind of... Corruption might be better without it. Corruption, a little bit better without it, I think. Yeah, I'm happy with that, I think. We might need to put some of the adobe wall over here. But yeah, that's basically those. Oh, that's basically those done. I think this hallway needs a few more touches. You know, just more or less, right here, we need to break up these 2 textures. So we'll put some adobe wall right there. And then I think that's basically it for this hallway. It's kind of plain. I'm not a huge fan of having this much stone, so maybe we'll put some adobe walls to break it up or something. But I am quite happy with these. I think they look pretty good. And we need some right here as well, the adobe wall. I like having the adobe wall next to the bedrock. I think they contrast really nicely together. But anyway, we're going to I'll make those touch-ups. We'll run through this one more time, and then we'll try out the other hallway, just do something on that side. All right, couple of touch-ups. Let's just do one last walkthrough and walk straight to the other hallway. So I was thinking about changing this, but I kind of like the idea of dirt because it kind of almost gives a transition period. Put these little struts almost like to make it look like it's being held up in the roof, which I think breaks up the stone texture just enough. Even putting pieces of wood might give it kind of a cool vibe, like a mine shaft. But maybe we'll use that in a different section. But yeah, so that's pretty, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks, you know, fine now. I think it looks pretty good. I think these are kind of neat. I'm focusing a bit more on like random parts of the hallway than those now, but I'm happy with it. You get right into here. I guess we can put in this glass now that we probably don't need to come in here. Put in this glass. For some reason that fixed some lighting glitch. Let's go through here. Still haven't figured out what I want to do in the middle here. There's been a few suggestions, and I'm just not too sure. So I'm just going to leave it until I have an idea that I'm happy with or whatnot. Yeah. Reception seemed pretty good, though. People seem to like the Arctic biosphere, which is good. I'm happy people liked it. So yeah, this is the next part of the hallway. So basically, I think it's going to be pretty plain until we get sort of past. I think we could probably do this. Let's just create sort of a separation. So basically, we're not going to touch anything between it's like basically anywhere there's these adobe floor, we're going to keep completely natural. We're going to keep the dirt and the mud so you kind of definitely feel like you're underneath, which I think gives a really cool vibe. And the next part of the hallway, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with. I think I'm going to go back to the original idea I had, which was to showcase different blocks. Every little bit, we'll put a little indent with the bedrock and do a little, block thing. And the rest of it will probably fill in with, some adobe wall and just some details here and there. I think would be kind of neat. I would love a contrast block to the adobe wall and the bedrock, sort of a third block to just kind of put in there. Not sure what yet, but a hallway this long, I think just bedrock and adobe wall might be too plain, but we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, let me just, so here we'll put the other, here we'll put this. Beep, boop, beep, beep, boop, beep. There we go. So between those, we're not going to touch anything. I might even move this light from this stair. It's a bit bright. I want it to be very dark right here so you can get the real vibe, you know? Cool, 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 cool. So why is this lighting glitch still happening? That's mold. We want the siltstone. Luckily, I have a ton of siltstone mined up, so that's cool. Maybe we'll leave it. I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, let me do a little bit of work, and we'll see how we do in this hallway. Something I never noticed before. Grass and dirt have slightly different textures on the bottom. Look at that. A little bit darker, a little bit less, I want to say like Picasso-y. Look at all those lines. Kind of an interesting thing. I never really noticed, but yeah, dirt's quite a bit lighter, eh? Yep. So let's just see what I got so far. Takes for a while. Takes a lot of time to do these. So anyway, I decided to use the top texture of stone. It's not what I use a particularly large amount, but I have a ton of it, and I didn't feel like putting in too much effort because it is still just a hallway. But I actually kind of like it. I think it contrasts nicely. It keeps it kind of light, kind of airy, and it doesn't really attract attention. This part, there is nothing. These are where the money shots are going to be. That's a bad term to use, but this is where the blocks are going to be, and then a little sign. You guys know, you've seen them before. I've done them. I decided to elevate it one. It makes it kind of roomy, and it is a bit much, but I think this hallway will be kind of cool. Each hallway kind of is its own thing, right? They all share characteristics, the adobe wall and I guess stone. But they're all kind of unique, which I like. So yeah, this is what this is going to be. There's going to be probably a few more. And then the floor is all done. And yeah, you're going to come out over here and boom, right into this guy. That seems low. Maybe do that. All right. Anyway, yeah, so it comes out into this guy, which is probably what we're going to do next episode. Because I'm pretty much out of time today. This all took quite a lot of time to do. And you know what? I'm quite happy with the progress that's been made. I think these are going to be really cool. And I think having features like this, just taking the time to do the details, obviously the biospheres are the main part of this whole build. But, putting in the detail time for like these hallways, I think will be really cool in the long run, I think this whole project is going to be really cool in the long run. Next episode, there's actually a few things I want to do. Over the next few episodes, I have like a few ideas, but today was a bit of a strange one. Working on hallways probably isn't the most exciting thing, but I think it's really neat. And, I like to come back to this place. I saw a bunch of comments about pixel art. I'm going to work on that. Probably next episode. I sort of ran out of time today, but I think it's really cool that, you come in this room and it's obviously big and cool and whatever, but I like the idea that people are going to go in there, other guys on the server are going to go in, and it takes 5 minutes to walk through by the time it's done. And it's just like, I like the idea that it's going to be this grand kind of cool build, but we can do it in sections. So next time I want to work on that sphere, the biosphere, which I think will be really neat. I also want to start construction on this side, maybe put in, one of the machinery rooms that we were talking about when we built this thing. So yeah, next time, a few things on the go, but I'm really happy with the work we got done today. If you enjoyed it or have any comments about it, leave them in the comments. Leave a like if you like the hallways. I think they're kind of cool. And this whole build is coming together slowly, but it keeps getting done. We've got 2 done. We're probably going to have 6, 7, 8. So, 25% of the way there is pretty good. And yeah, leave a like, comment what you guys think. Subscribe for more Creativerse because I feel like I'm playing it a ton. Look at this guy. There's a finale for you. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one.